Everybody, Byzantine Falcon here, and I have a quick review for you of the new Swedish Tier 8 medium tank, the Primo Victoria. So, if you didn't know, the Swedish line dropped today, I believe, and with it came this new premium. Now, we already had the STRV M4257 medium, came in a package or by itself, along with the Stark S1. Those came out a bit ago, but this is the new Swedish premium, and if you aren't familiar with it, the naming is after a song from the Swedish heavy metal group Sabaton, of which I'm a bit of a fan. I've been listening to them for years, and as you can see, they have the lead singer available as the crew when you get this tank, so that was kind of neat. They also have some ops going on where you can get the other band members and an on-track event Swedish line of tank destroyers, of which you can see I got up to the tier 5. So anyway, what I'm going to do is kind of just give you my first impression. I haven't actually played with this tank yet, so this is I literally just picked this up, wanted to get something done with it and get it up for anybody who might be interested, maybe get some gameplay, and let's take a look at it. So let's jump into it. Armor's really probably where we should start. Looks like this one's going to be pretty decent with the hold down position. The front armor on the turret looks pretty solid. The rest of it isn't bad, but for tier 8, 71 to 90 on the front of the hull, even sloped like that, I don't know, that's iffy. It looks pretty soft everywhere else. Go into the modules now. So, engine in the rear, there's no transmission in the front, that's pretty good. 18 degrees of elevation, 10 with gun depression, again, nothing to laugh at there. View range of 400. Not bad for a tier 8 medium. I might throw optics on it, I gotta see how it plays. Ammo. So you have APCR standard and then a premium APCR you can purchase as the premium rounds there, and then high X. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. Now that the premium APCR flies a little faster and the pin is quite a bit more, so we loaded up a few shells with that, and crew locations are largely in the turret, so that's good. Alright, equipment-wise, I went with medium gun rammer and improved vents. I left the third spot open. It's got some options available. I might do coated optics. I got to see how it plays in the game. Probably go with vertical stabilizer. I imagine I'm going to be moving quite a bit, and none of the other options really looked appealing with that. Standard loadout when it comes to supplies. Standard shells, half again as premium, and 5 high X just in case, that I'll probably never use. Large repair, large first aid, and large fire extinguisher like normal. So, visually this tank looks really good. You can see the front armor right here is the lead singer of the band. He has an outfit he wears in some of the music videos with a kind of an armored top along the chest and abs and all that. So that's, I believe, paying tribute there. Band icons and Swedish colors on the side, and then you have the Primo Victoria on the turret like that, as well as the band's gear in the rack on the rear of the turret. So, like I said, it's not a bad looking tank. I know there were quite a few complaints about the Stark just looking terrible. It was way too bright. I didn't seem to care one way or the other. I didn't particularly care for playing it past the op, but the way it looked didn't bother me. Most of the tanks or a lot of the tank lines have a national tank with their colors all over it, freedom, the night, the fatherland, all that. So it didn't bother me. But this one looks good. It looks mean. So hopefully it plays as well as it looks. So that being said, let's jump into it.
Fire! Target acquired. Ready to fire. Target acquired. Permission to engage. Let's find another target. Ready to fire. Target unlocked. Ready to fire. Target acquired. Penetration.
That's good. On the side, anyway.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Let's find another target. Ready to fire. Enemy armor is hit. Gotcha. Ready to fire. Hydraulics are down. We have to hand crank the turret. Target unlocked. Penetration. Target released. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Oh no. first. It's T10. What's up? Great. Not bad. Tens, alright. Let me find a flank and support. Definitely noticing a trend amongst the Swedes, though. They don't like being spotted.
Target acquired. Enemy is hit. Target lost.
Nope. Gonna hurt a mouse in this.
Ready to fire.
Ooh.
Permission to engage. Critical hits. Penetration. Ready to fire. Gunner is dead. We're shooting blind.
Bad chat. Guarantee it. Of course. Hit him again.
Target acquired. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Permission to engage. Ready to fire. Target acquired. Ready to fire. Ready to fire. We didn't penetrate their armor. Target released. Are you kidding me? Permission to engage. Penetration. That one didn't go through. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Alright.
Ready to fire. Are you kidding me? Let's find another target. Enemy armor is hit. Target acquired. Ready to fire. Penetration. Ready to fire. Enemy is hit.
Oh, perfect.
Critical hit.
New tank. What can you do? Oh, damn. Well. So, play cautious and aim your shots. Alright, got a handful of games in it. First impression is that it is not as it looks. I was expecting, I don't know, a little more deflection with the armor, maybe able to take a hit a little better. It is definitely not a frontline medium. Second line does pretty well. Peaks hills well enough. Gun's pretty good. I've pinned some shots that I didn't think I was going to. On the other hand, I've had a few deflected that I wasn't expecting either. Reload's average. Damage is good. It's pretty well rounded, I think, with the cannon. The armor is definitely the weak point of this tank, but that seems to be pretty typical of the whole Swedish line from what I've seen. Now, I only have the Tier 6 Premium and the Tier 8 Tank Destroyer to really go on, but and I'm not even going to count the slope of the Tier 8, the Wedge Tank Destroyers. But for this, let's actually look at it again, because yeah, I was getting, if they were shooting me, usually they were getting through everything but the turret. Turrets slope pretty well, so if you can get a hold down spot somewhere where you can just peek your turret and go from there. I mean, it's going to be tough to get into that commander's hatch, and if it hits the front top, that angle is going to deflect pretty well. But they get sides, they get rear, they get anything else, they're going through. And with the body, forget about it. If they shoot, they're probably going to pin. So your best bet is to hug a hill, peek over the top, get some shots in, get back down, because you need that angle to deflect anything. As for modules, I think I got hit in the ammo rack one time, and yeah, that would make sense. I was peeking out like this. He probably hit me in that track, punched right into that ammo rack there, front left. That makes sense. I haven't lost too many crew, because I'm usually getting hit in the body rather than the turret. One time the turret jammed, that was a little rough. Wasn't worth burning a repair kit for, but noticeable. Otherwise, pretty good tank. The crew is entertaining. You'll deflect a shot, and you'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" You know, I don't know. It's not like the standard crews where it's just random audio. That was a neat little addition. But as for the tank itself, I mean, it looks great. Plays pretty well. I only have 9 games, I think, under my belt tonight with it, and I don't know that it's going to be one of my go-to tanks, but I think I'm definitely going to leave it equipped and get it in fairly often. This would be a good little pack hunter, I think, or maybe supporting something else that's equally nimble. I can see this working well with either another one like this, a CDC, some of the British mediums, something with a little bit of depression. You can get up on hills and work that with them, do berm drills, that sort of thing. It's a pretty good tank all around, I feel, but it requires a fair amount of finesse and a little bit of experience and player skill with it. It's nothing that I would recommend a newer player pick up, because it is not very forgiving of mistakes, and I made plenty tonight. So there you have it. Tier 8 Primo Victoria, new Swedish tank. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.